So I watched Together the series. Here are my thoughts. Since, actually, you know what? People did ask, so this is not unsolicited. Shocker, I loved it. So many people, like the way people talked about it, I was not anticipating the show to be as good as it was. Because I feel like that's one of those shows that people kind of like come down hard on, and I don't know why they do. I know that Together is not like the first BL. I know there was plenty before this. I feel like it laid the groundwork for a lot of shows because the tropes were troping. Let's just go through a few. So we have like fake dating, one of my favorites. Enemies to lovers, because they kind of like did bicker a lot. So I think it counts. Secrets dating, can't forget that. Love at first sight. First love comes back. We even had like face washing, the bringing porridge because they're not feeling well. Another trope, jealous trope. Jealousy was a huge trope in this one too. So many bandage scenes. I love, okay, I know, it's so corny, but I absolutely love band-aid scenes. Soccer, and so many guitars. So many guitars. I mean, it was for the plot. The guitars were for the plot, but so many guitars. Other things that I absolutely love, I loved how they incorporated like social media throughout the story. That was like really, really cool. And I love the friend groups. I love me a solid friend group. I think Sarah Watt's friends were better friends than Ty's friends. But, I mean, Cal, I don't know what his character's name is, but he was a good friend. But I absolutely love Sarah Watt's like wingmen. They were ultimate wingmen. I want to get to Tine and Sarah Watt specifically. So many people would say there was like no chemistry and they were so stiff and it was a total bromance. And I don't think we watched the same show. There was only a few scenes with like physical intimacy. It was very fade to black. That's what it was to me. Like, you know, when you read a book and like you know what's gonna happen, but it doesn't tell you. It just like fades to black. This was just a fade to black show. Like, they had chemistry like crazy and they were obviously mad about each other. So the fact that we didn't see an insane amount of physical intimacy doesn't take away from the fact that these two characters were completely in love with each other. This is a long video. But there were so many instances, like even just in their body language, things that they did for each other and how they interacted, it was just very obvious. Like, I absolutely love how fast Wynn's character Ty fell for Sarah Watt. Like, I absolutely love it, and I loved finding out that Sarah Watt liked him from like the year before. I absolutely love that. I loved it. Another trope, miscommunication, always drives me crazy. I was like yelling. I was literally yelling. I yelled at the screen a lot. So, anyways, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. It is a very, very worthwhile. I'm gonna watch the rest of the series. Like, there's like a 5-episode second, like a 5-episode follow up, and then I think there's a movie version that kind of combines the two. I'm gonna watch it all. Yeah, I loved it. That was like a 9 out of 10 for me.